Cool. We're currently live. Right on.
Yo,
What's up,
yo.
everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. Peace. What's up, Fielder? Hope you're doing good, bro. Um, Episode 3, Anabolic Talk Radio. Obviously, I've got a new background. We've upgraded the sound. My video quality is upgraded. So hopefully this episode goes a little smoother as far as video and audio on my part. But dude, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Episode 5, Anabolic Talk Radio. We got how to gain 20 pounds of muscle in 1 month. So sorry, in 1 year. Not 1 month.
That'd be some myostatin shit, bro.
Oh my God, what could you imagine? Anyways, 20 pounds in 1 year. I was just kidding. Not a month. We're not all fucking, a genetic gift. But first, we always have 3 questions to answer, obviously. So we're gonna jump right into those. And let me pull those up real quick over here. Give me just a moment. All right, kiddos, ladies and gentlemen, we got the first question: is good over-the-counter drugs to take that will help with bodybuilding? First, right out the gate, if I can go ahead and shine light on that one, baby aspirin is great. You're sore every morning, take a little baby aspirin in the morning. That's a great one. Another good one that I came up with, obviously creatine. Monohydrate, obviously. It's the god tier. It's the best supplement you could take over the counter. And then soreness, stuff with inflammation, I'd probably say like taurine. Taurine's something that's not talked about enough. Taurine is great. I mean, I can even pull up the benefits to taurine. Hold on. Give me a second. Check this out, guys. I know all of you got a smartphone in your hands, and you can look this up yourselves. But check this out. So, all right, I got it right here. So taurine can improve heart function, reduce symptoms, and increase the ability to exercise with people with CHF. I'm not too sure what CHF is, but if you got that, take some taurine. Prevents weight gain, reduces fasting, blood glucose, and markers of liver damage. Increase bone density in the spine and legs, and then overall improve health. Taurine, guys. This is 1,000 to 500 mgs a day. That's it. Scientists believe taurine may improve athletic performance through its high effect. Through its high effect on fat metabolism, which may blah 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 blah. That right there. All right, I've said enough. Look into taurine, guys. If you've heard of it and don't know shit about it, go to your nearest supplement place and ask about it and get yourself some. Take about 1,000 mgs a day, especially before leg day.
They make really good freeform powder with that, so you don't have to pill it. You just take a quick little fucking little fourth scooper and throw it into your pre-workout or whatever you want.
Hell yeah. Well, what do you think, bro? What are some things you think are good for over the counter?
Oh, fuck, man. If I were to show you my pills that are over here right now, well, let me grab a couple just
Yeah. I know
here.
I've got a plethora myself. I mean, we're looking at Tudka for liver enzymes. We're looking at milk thistle for liver, kidney. I mean, we're looking at NAC. It's a super drug.
All right. Well, here's just a few. First one I'm going to say is fish oil.
Yeah, that's a good one. Heart health, too.
The one that I take is actually doctor prescribed. Literally, it's omega-3 acid ethyl ester capsules, 1 gram per one. That's really good. Fish oil, right? Helps cognitivity. It helps with joint lubrication.
Heart health. This is the best one.
Heart health, right? Everything. It's been a staple. I take 4 pills daily, 2 in the morning, 2 at night, and that just helps everything. And it also keeps kind of things. How can I put it? If doing bodybuilding shit, you tend to clot up your blood tends to clot up and get a little bit more sticky, just naturally. You know, running
Through
the
the heightened
compounds.
red blood cells, right?
Yeah. So what this does, it kind of keeps things a little bit more lubricated. So it just passes things through your body a lot more efficiently without as many stops and blocks. So it's a really good preventative measure for heart attacks and things of that nature too.
Hell yeah, guys.
Um, so pair that with the baby aspirin, and you'll have some really good um, effects with in terms of keeping that blood a little bit looser.
Yeah, absolutely. Which I
Another one I
take.
take.
I
Oh,
take
go
one too.
ahead.
No, sorry, I was
Oh,
just saying I take fish oil too, so I'm right there with you.
the next one is like a cortisol blocker. I really and like that's so big for me, especially right into the workout. A lot of people have anxiety leading up to it. They're overthinking it. What are they going to do? How are they going to do it? Are they going to maximize everything? And you take the pre, and then things start going even crazier. So what I do is I take it's the Chemix brand. It's called Cortisol, and this trying to just it works in synergy with the pre-workout, and it helps me just stay calm, collected, focused, and really just
Would you say
clear
that's
headed.
good for people that have like high anxiety in social situations?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You guys work out at a crazy ass gym. This might be, and then you get social anxiety. That might be something to look into. Maybe shoot Fielder, find him on Instagram, shoot him a little message asking how he got that or whatever, because I don't take that stuff, so that's pretty cool.
The last one that I would say, which is crucial, which I think every bodybuilder low key takes, is maybe not even low key. Everybody takes it. Vitamin D3.
Oh yeah.
Um, so, something very crucial for vitamin D3, it really helps connective tissue. So, if you get your blood work done and you notice, like, if you're like me, for some reason, my body does not get a lot of vitamin D3, and what happens is your connective tissue is so much weaker and doesn't repair. And so you'll notice things kind of aches and pains just kind of coming up and creeping up and kind of hurting you, from pushing, through those PRs. So keep vitamin D3 in. Everybody just thinks it's for like, I don't even know, just basic
Well, it's overall
kind
health.
of
It does.
antioxidant type health,
Yeah.
which
And
it
cotton.
really does. Yeah, yeah, it does a really good job of all that. But it really, if you have low vitamin D3 in your blood, you are most likely injured all the time with whether it's sciatica problems. It could just be like tennis elbow,
Tendonitis.
golfer's elbow, all that type, tendonitis type issues.
Yep.
So definitely stay up on that, and you'll notice a big increase in terms of your joint health.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Some of that stuff I didn't know, so that's dope. Vitamin D is awesome, and I used to take vitamin D and I haven't, and that reminded me I'm actually gonna make a little note right here with my sticky notes. Get some vitamin D3. Boom. All right, next question. Thank you for the info, bro.
Yeah.
Is stretching before or after your workout optimal? Do we stretch before our workout?
Well, bodybuilding perspective or from any perspective, it's like
Oh
okay.
boy, I mean shit. Let's shine it on a bodybuild. I mean, this is anabolic talk radio. We might as well talk about bodybuilding. I mean, our stretches are warm up sets, bro.
Yeah, just blood flow sets, just getting
Yeah,
blood in the area.
yeah. And dude, remember me talking about going into my heavy sets feeling a little tight and how much it helps?
Hmm.
I think stretching's cool and all. Maybe for opening the hips, lubricating the knees a little bit, getting the knees ready, getting some blood flow. But that, I mean, you could walk on a treadmill and do that. I personally think that I like being a little tight going into my sets. I like being a little, because it prevents injury. I don't have. I've been lifting crazy weight for years now, and I've got minor injuries. Why? Because I warm up in a certain type of way. One plate, next plate. I don't jump right into my heavy sets. I'll warm up for 30 minutes, one plate after another. We're talking squats, by the way. And we do the same thing. We're not
Hmm.
sitting stretching on a mat. 30 minutes before our workout. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
So you say
would it
post?
help us? Would it help us? That's a
No.
question.
No. No.
I don't think it would either. So stretching afterwards, the question asked, I don't even stretch
Yeah.
afterwards.
Well, that'd be the perfect opportunity to stretch, but it's kind of hard because you're so pumped.
Right.
So what I, shit, man. Uh, yes, stretch post slowly, kind of get let the pump kind of dissipate a little bit, sink into some stretches, keep that range of motion, the mobility going, and then what I would recommend instead of stretch, which is not the question, is foam rolling.
Mm.
Foam rolling before and after would be much better than actual just a stretch before and after.
Dude, I completely agree. That's awesome. Yeah, that's so true. Absolutely. Yeah, foam rolling is going to really help, like, kind of break apart that scar tissue that you build up over. Because when you lift a bunch, your muscles are scarred. I mean, it's tearing, reforming, tearing, reforming. That's what's making you stronger and bigger. As you constantly tearing them, there's going to be scar tissue over time. That's why deep tissue massage therapy is great. That's why scraping is great. Shit, me and Fielder work with a guy named Aaron through e-training, and he does all this shit for us, and it's awesome, and it makes a difference. So foam rolling, if you want to do it yourself, that's a great one. That's one way to do it. Absolutely. Well, fuck yeah, dude. I kind of answered that question right there. We should probably stretch more, but whatever.
There's a
All right,
time and place for it.
time and place. Absolutely. So this is a really cool question, and I love this question. Best hobbies to have outside of bodybuilding that are going to complement bodybuilding. Yo, gaming. Fucking video games. What better way to heal up on the couch and let your body chill than just kick back and work your brain, which is a muscle, instead of your body? Dude, gaming. Fucking sci-fi movies. I know Fielder's a movie nut himself, so am I. He's not much of a gamer. I'm a huge gamer. But dude, we heal by sitting and watching shit.
Did you say just a job? Did you say a job or just hobby?
Just hobby. That's what the
Okay.
question says. Just hobbies. Like, I mean, shit. You could even build Legos. I don't fucking know if you. We got a lot of younger. We got some younger people on here watching. Try to watch my language, but shit, building Legos is a hobby. Shit, I don't know. I'm a grown ass man. I own Legos. I still mess with them. No shame.
Oh,
No fucking shame.
oh.
What do you
I'm more
think,
of a
bro?
puzzle. I'm more of a puzzle guy. I like to
Puzzles.
sit there and do puzzles and frame them.
Oh, that's dope. Do you put that
No,
that
bro, I'm
color?
fucking around, dog. Look that shit. I don't do that.
Oh
No,
shit! I'm like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Dude,
no,
you
man,
like
no.
puzzles? More power to you. The guy likes puzzles. Whatever.
So that now to me, that's almost anxiety inducing. I get stressed out doing puzzles.
Dude,
Um,
me too. Like I can't sit there and like look for the right piece, and I'm trying new pieces, can't find it. It pisses me off.
hobby, man. Anything fitness related would go well with bodybuilding. You know, what you
Yoga,
could be rock climbing.
rock climbing, hiking.
You know, shit. But it's weird that you said so. Gaming does work, but I've also heard a counter argument to that about like it's certain types of games that induce stress. Like if it's a high action like killing game, like
Oh
Call of
yeah,
Duty, it could cause cortisol because you're
yeah,
fighting,
yeah. It stresses you out. That's so true.
and then you
So
get so into it,
casual
and you get
game.
worked up. I get worked up. I know when I used to
Oh
play Call of
dude.
Duty Black Ops back in the day,
Oh
I would
yeah.
get so mad. I'd be like fucking like punching my TV and shit.
Oh yeah. I remember those days playing like Counter Strike and all that shit. Like, oh my god, your adrenaline's all going and you're all like freaked out, and then you die and you're like, fuck.
Especially
You're
someone
like,
talking shit online, or it's like,
oh
yo,
yeah. I mean, there's tons of factors. Holy shit. Yeah. Ugh. Um. Yeah. All right. So casual gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Jeez. We'll
nah,
go.
guys, game until you freaking die. It's awesome. Gaming
Yeah,
is
man.
cool. I
Gaming
don't
too.
not gaming at all. I just was like, I'll put a little counter and see, you know.
Hey man, more info the better, right? No, here's a good one. for that question, modeling. Modeling is a good side hobby because it holds you accountable to not eat like an asshole. And it also holds you accountable because you're like, well, I have to look good, so I have to go to the gym to maintain my other hobby. You know, they both kind of hand in hand. Modeling, bodybuilding, in a way. You know.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. It's actually if you're bodybuilding and not modeling, you're really not capitalizing on a quite a bit actually.
Oh yeah.
That's even for the big guys. Like I haven't yet really dabbled in that. I did a little bit back in the day, but I I'm always told to model. And it
Yeah.
would be such an easy, like I've already got somebody that, wants to give me free work all the time and it's just to help me build my portfolio. But yeah, that 100%, because if you're going to, so say, in off season, you have a modeling gig or a shoot that's coming up in 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, you're going to stay so much healthier in your off season, but you could still be gaining muscle. You just don't be, flopping out like we do sometimes.
We definitely get big. We pack on the weight. Me behind camera though, they better be ready for a thick boy. That's all I gotta say right now. And they gotta be ready for some fluctuation in the weight during certain times of the year. But yeah, modeling, hiking, all that cool shit. But anyways, guys, we're gonna move on. We're just over 15 minutes into this episode, so we're gonna move on to the topic, which is gaining 20 pounds of muscle within a year. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is fucking hard to do, my guy. That
Almost
is hard.
impossible.
Oh, it's
Not
possible though. I've averaged 10 every year. Every year since 2017, I've gained 10 pounds of muscle.
The only way I've ever consistently gained is if I'm consistently competing and I'm having rebounds. If I
Yes.
don't have rebounds, I don't gain. Literally, I just don't. So it's like I just get, I then slowly get fatter, and so so
Yeah,
definitely
that's interesting. 'Cause
maximize those times that you're competing or you're extremely low body fat and rebound that shit. That's going to be your best actual way to break that 10-pound threshold, or at least get to that 10-pound threshold every year.
Yeah. So that's really cool that Fielder just shine light on that. So for people that are watching that have not competed before, what happens is you go into this crazy caloric deficit to get on stage while I'm trying to maintain all the muscle that you worked hard for over the course of however long. And so you get on stage and you're super lean, or you should be super lean. Some people don't take it serious, but ideally you should be super lean getting on stage. You've been in a super high caloric deficit for months and months, and then after that, when you start refeeding or reverse dieting, that's when your body is in the grow phase. You just fucking volumize. It gets gigantic because your body is just yearning to grow. All right, so that's what we're talking about with his rebounding stuff. So if you guys don't plan on getting on stage, something really good to do is to go through periodic cuts after every 4 months. Bulk for 3 to 4 months, cut for 2 months. Bulk for 3 to 4 months, cut for 2 months. And when I say cut, dude, like cut. Cut those calories out. Raise output. Go do extra cardio. Because you're not going to lose very much muscle if you're still lifting hard, you still have some calories in you. Especially, you're not going to lose any muscle. Let's be real. Especially if you throw anabolics into the mix. You're going to stay super tight. You might even grow during your health phase, your shrink phase, your tightening
How,
phase.
I got an interesting question. How would one measure how much muscle they're actually building? What weight are they actually measuring? They're are they doing their lean body mass? Are they doing their overall just weight? If
So
they are just doing their overall weight at their heaviest, how would they figure out what
there's a
their lean?
couple ways.
Yeah.
There's a couple ways I do this, and there's three top ones. Three. One of them is pictures, comparisons. All right, so let's say you bulk up into 270, where I'm at right now, and then I were to shed to 260 to 250. All right, so I monitor my weight. Let's say every Saturday, I take pictures of myself, and I hit 270, and then I start my cut. And every week, I take pictures of myself at the end of the week on Saturday, until I hit my goal weight at the end of 2 months, and then I take more pictures as I ramp up my weight more. So here's the thing: you get back to 270. It's been months. Let's say it's been 5 to 6 months. You've gotten back to 270. Now, here's the second step. You got the pictures to compare. Second step is you've calipered your stomach, your thighs. You've measured everything. Now you're comparing measurements this time at 270. Okay? And I'm not saying wait exactly 4 months into your bulk to measure yourself. I'm saying bulk back up, and once you hit 270, whether it's 2 months into the bulk, a month into the bulk, whatever it may be, measure yourself compared to yourself when the last time you were 270, and compare. So now you're comparing pictures, now you're comparing size, and then the last one is comparing how you, which is falls into pictures, how you look and feel. Are you out of breath just like you were last time? Do you have more energy? Are you stronger? That's the big one. Are you stronger now than you were at 270? Which falls into taking notes with your lifts, going back. All right, last time at this date when I was 270, I was hitting this on bench, this on squat, blah, blah, blah. Now at this date today at 270, now I'm hitting this on bench, and then compare them. There's notes are everything, dude. Fucking A. And I take a lot of notes, but I don't do enough. I know for a fact I'm growing, and I'm arrogant about it, so I don't think as much as I should. But there's no fucking doubt in my mind I'm constantly growing because I'm on top of my shit. So I don't take my own advice. But if you guys want to be super efficient like Dorian Yates was back in the day, that's what he did. He measured himself, he took pictures, videos, and then he broke down his weights, his muscles, what he was able to lift each time. And that's the answer to your question pretty much right there, brother.
Gotcha. I would say actually for me, obviously since we compete, easiest way for me to know if I came up a good 10 pounds would be just going from my leanest weight. Let's say I never break 5% body fat, and that's even or let's say 7% body fat for a show, right? Um, how do I look? How much bigger am I at 7% body fat? My next shred. It's like, and that is visually, now I can actually see it, not just, hey, this is how it feels, and this is kind of what, things are just, you know what I mean?
Oh
This
yeah,
is more of being
Levos.
able to see a striation is a lot more fulfilling, I would say, mentally, just to be able to see, oh, last year, let's say 2022, I was at, at my lowest weight, I was 216, and I was absolutely diced. And now, okay, where am I at 216 this year, or maybe you're at 220, and you realize your shred level is already the same.
Right, and you're five
So
pounds heavier.
yeah, 5, 10, 15, whatever. I have heard of people gaining 20 pounds before in a single year. Very uncommon, but
I've done it.
uh, so it's a long game. It's a long game. So like for me, it's been basically an average of 5 to 7 pounds
Yeah,
a year since I've started.
yeah.
And I have instances of um, big gains where I break new weight plateaus. But I notice when I come all the way back down, it's usually about a 5 to 7, uh, weight gain increase with lean, hard body mass where I can see, I'm like, wow, that looks so much better. And I'm just imagine that another 5 years doing this. It's like, yes.
Bro, at this rate, another 5 years of us doing this, I mean, shit, well, you'll be just over your mid-30s. I'll be approaching the end of my 30s. I'll be 38, 39. Bro, potentially we could be fucking units if we don't injure ourselves and we stay headstrong. Dude, fuck. The world is our oyster, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
I'll definitely be in the 300s without a doubt.
Oh, without probably lean 300s.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so there's something else I wanted to shine light on with this topic. Gaining 20 pounds within a year. I got some notes on this real quick. I'm going to pull them up, guys. So, intake is huge. It is so important. If you want to grow efficiently, you cannot be scared. And I tell this to my clients. I'm a full-time coach. I've coached hundreds of people, and I've ran into, especially with women, the people that are like, I'm afraid to bulk because I don't want to lose my abs, or I don't want to lose my shreds, and then they go to the gym and then they complain that they're not getting stronger, and I'm like, bitch, not bitch, excuse me, pussy. People shut the hell up. You're scared to be in a caloric surplus. You're eating your maintenance calories and you're complaining you're not getting stronger. Like, throw extra 500, eat a donut pre-workout. Come on, people. Throw in a little bit of weight. Now, I'm not promoting shitty sugars and shit like that. I'm just saying, don't be afraid to put some fucking calories down and gain a little bit of extra fluff. It is super important. Now, here's the thing: don't stay in a caloric surplus forever, for the whole year. You gotta train your body to be sensitive to it. So you have to, just like what we were talking about earlier. You gotta bulk up and then cut a little bit, and then bulk up and then cut. It's super important if you want to grow efficiently and constantly be keeping your receptors firing in a positive way with carbohydrates. Carbs hit the pancreas. Pancreas creates glucose, shuttles it throughout the body as the form of insulin. It is the way to do it is to create insulin sensitivity, and the only way to do that is to carb cycle in long-term cycling. I'm saying bulking for a couple months, cutting for a couple months. That's all it takes, people. And you know why people can't do it? Is because they can't fucking do it for more than a month or two. That's the problem. The people who can do it are getting the biggest results. People like me, people like Fielder, people that are pros, people that are better than me and Fielder at it are getting, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. I mean, can I get an amen? Amen.
Amen.
Amen. The gains gods have answered. I'm going to shine a light on something else, brother, and I'm going to hear what you have to say about this.
Yeah.
All right, so food intake. What gets you fucking gigantic other than anabolic food? Anabolics themselves.
Lids.
So, what would be a good bulking agent to get you that 20-pound mark at the end of the year? DECA, test, base, the necessities. What do you think? What else? Equipoise. Shit.
MPP.
MPP, which is fast-acting decanate. Dude, I would stay
That's
away
it.
from trenbolones, but if that's your thing, cool.
Really, at this point, any pharmacology in terms of steroids would be would help
Oh yeah.
exacerbate any of that. So,
Oh yeah.
I
It's
mean,
one more than others.
it's like, yeah, and it's weird, man, because most people love, keeping all their bulking agents, together. Some people, like myself, likes to keep a shredding agent in there to keep a little bit of lean body mass in the off season while still gaining,
Yeah.
get some good water weight. So it's just about finding what works with you. Regardless, you're going to grow, um, and yeah, I would say that you could be running 150, 200 grams of, or 200, see, 200 mgs of test. Oh my God, 200 grams of test. Holy shit. Um,
I was
you could
wondering where
run,
you're going with that.
yeah, you could be running a 150, 200 mgs of test, and you could be running just some basic equipoise or NPP or DEC or whatever it is, just a real moderate. And that doesn't matter. That's like a 10% in comparison to the food. The food is what's going to get you growing. All that the stuff, the extra stuff is going to do is really just going to help you repair, and you'll actually find yourself digesting worse using that stuff after a period of time. Like eventually your pancreas starts getting kind of angry at you. Things just don't want to fucking, like, it'll take you an hour to finish one meal after 6 months of diet of heavy bulk dieting.
I've done it. I've been there.
So it's really focus on what you can. Keep things, if you can, in your off season. You don't want to go too crazy. Keep things moderate, nice, and then really just like carb cycling is best. And what I like to do is I do a weekly carb cycle where I'm bulking, and then on my days off, 1 to 2 days, whatever those days are, I kind of let my system cool down a little bit.
Right.
And then I'm re-throttling back up extra hard. So I don't need to take these long extended periods of time. A compound that really helps keep your insulin sensitivity high, which is very crucial in terms of keeping those gains on, right? Because you got to keep eating, keep stimulating your appetite, is going to be metformin. 100%. Do 1,000 mg of metformin every day after, and then say you do like 4 weeks of that, run it like 4 weeks.
That's what I take right
Ah,
now.
but you want to hit it as soon as you realize, oh my God, I can't get, it's getting so, it's taking me an hour and a half to get through, just 6 ounces of chicken, 8 ounces of chicken, 10 ounces of chicken with some rice, which it should go down fast. You should be hungry.
Oh, bro,
And
I
with
eat
that,
9 ounces of chicken and 300 grams of rice like like I'm starving.
and that metformin will really keep that insulin sensitivity high and keep your body wanting food. At the same time, it makes it so hard to put on fat. So it's a really good agent, and it comes with some side effects like diarrhea and things of that nature that a lot of people experience. I myself have never experienced that, but
Me neither.
and I preach metformin. I know some people just hate it. I've
Yeah.
talked to people that they just want it, just don't even want to talk about it. They hate it so much. But I've had nothing but good experiences on it. I definitely recommend it. So if you want to try that, definitely talk to your doctor, see if it's a good fit for what's going on with your health and your body. Because I actually get prescribed it for actual uh, my triglycerides and things of that nature, but to help keep those everything under control. Because my shit gets
So,
really bad.
so for people watching, what metformin is going to do is lower your glucose levels. If you have high glucose levels, meaning you prick your finger and you test your fasted blood glucose every
Yeah.
morning, which I do because I'm on growth hormone and that shit spikes it, so I have to keep it monitored, and I take insulin. So if you are running into high glucose, it's good to take that metformin because what it does is it makes your insulin sensitivity higher. It makes it more sensitive. So you absorb more of the carbohydrates and store it in your muscles as opposed to fat more. That's why it's so important to take metformin. That's why it's so popular. Now there are some other reasons it can mess with other things. So it's good to try it, see what happens, see the benefits, keep track, and go from there. Anyways, we're gonna keep moving on with this subject. I got a couple more things I want to shine light on. So,
Ooh, I just thought of something huge real quick that's going to
yeah,
really go into 10 pounds a year of lean muscle mass, and
what?
that is going to be an off season. We It's not just anabolics that are really going to push that. It's insulin
Oh,
and
insulin in
GH.
general. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
no, insulin and GH are going to be a huge things. A contributor into putting that mass on. It is absurd. That is like a groundbreaking thing compared to someone who's just on gear at anywhere from small to mild dosages to high dosages to someone doing even small amounts of gear and then adding insulin and growth hormone together.
That's
That will
yeah. So for those watching, I don't really blast that much gear unless I'm getting ready to step on stage. But when I'm my off season, I don't really go too crazy. The most I'll do with test is 750. The most I'll do with another compound like DECA or something like that or NPP is go to 7 or 500. I mean, I'm not blasting off into the atmosphere really, but you know what I do that a lot of people don't and aren't educated on it, which is fine. And I do not promote this, and I'm not saying all of you should try it. I'm just saying I know enough to try it, and I know it works for me. Is insulin and growth hormone daily, timed perfectly around your meals. No, don't just take it and then it's done. No, I have to take insulin at a certain time with a certain meal to shuttle nutrients through my body perfectly, basically. And then I have to take insulin, or not insulin, growth hormone during the day, fasted at certain points, in order to utilize that really well. I mean, I have to take it 45 minutes before my first meal. Do cardio during that point because it helps with fat burning process. Then I got to take it 45 minutes before my post workout meal. So technically, I have to stop my workout, pin it, finish my workout, eat, and then I take my insulin right 10 minutes before that meal, and then I'm taking insulin 10 minutes before my first meal. You know, there's a process, and not everybody is on top of it as I am, and that's where people fail. So accountability and making sure you're on top of your shit, it seems to be the lacking factor with most people. I don't have that problem. I make it a priority. Fielder's worked out with me here for months, and I'll be like, yo, dude, I'm about to go hit that shit. And he's like, yeah, bro, you don't forget, you know? I don't skip a beat. And obviously it's paid off for me personally. So that, dude, you're so fucking right. Like, that
And
shit
that
is a
discipline,
game changer.
that discipline right there, right, is the name of the game for
Right.
everything with bodybuilding. Everything in bodybuilding, it all comes back down to discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline with food, discipline with your steroid protocol, discipline with your peptides. It's if you're gonna just be disciplined in one, just piss off and just be a regular ass gym rat that has no bodybuilding aspirations.
And don't
You
even
know?
take anything. If you're not going to take it all serious as far as taking gear, just fucking fuck off with it all, dude. I mean, this is really serious shit. This could kill you in the long run. That's how serious it is. If you don't do it
Yeah.
correctly, it can permanently change you. You know,
Yeah.
all the way down to how much you take, how long you take it. Are you cycling? Are you getting blood work? Before you took the stuff, did you have health problems that if you took this, it would make it worse? I mean, you guys need to do your goddamn homework. But if all the ducks line up and the ball's in your court and you're ready to swing, then fucking swing. You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready to play that ball game if you're gonna swing, though, dude. Luckily, I hit it out the park. I swung and I was like, Karaka.
Cracker.
Karaka. I broke that fucking bat, dude. Anyways, bro. All right, so I'm gonna shine light on something else. Recovery is super important for growing. Obviously, I think that most people, and I know you run into this too, bro, is people need to get a sleep study, and make sure that their sleep is super important. Like working out's important. Your gear protocol, your food important. But what are we missing? Half of our days are in bed trying to sleep. At least they should be if you're a bodybuilder. So let's talk about that. Your fucking sleep, dude. You want to grow? Get your sleep better. 6 to 8 hours, my guy. You know?
It's kind of weird. All the previous topics in the video all come back down into how that all of that comes back down into how to gain 10 pounds in a year. It
Oh
really
yeah.
does.
Oh yeah. Or
It all
20.
because if you're under recovering, which is a whole nother topic, you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
You are fucked, and it's another thing that comes with the discipline. It's another aspect of the discipline. If you're not taking the time to recover and you are pushing some heavy ass shit like we do, you're just gonna stay there. People are gonna look at you like you're impressive every day, but you're not gonna be changing your physique in the most positive ways.
Yeah.
And
If,
so,
it, if it's something you really love, then why not do it correctly? And the
yeah,
first thing you need to look at is your recovery. Are you recovering and letting your muscles actually grow? You can work your ass off all day and eat all the food until the fucking cows come home, bro. But are you like giving them a chance to fucking recoup?
do
Like,
you
don't
have a
get.
recovery meal that like a favorite recovery meal that you would have after the most intense workout?
Oh,
Just curious.
absolutely. Yeah.
What
But,
would
but
that be?
all right. So if I want to get technical with it, obviously I would love to eat donuts and burgers because that's my go-to. That's what my brain wants. So if you were to ask me what my brain wants, it'd be sugar and fat and meat, so burgers and donuts would be my first thought. But if you want to do it correctly, which is my actual answer and which is what I do, is I would get something that's going to enter my system quick as possible. Cream of rice is the most fastest digestible, calorically dense thing you could probably fucking eat, guys. Cream of rice. Second of all, whey protein isolate. That's the fastest form of protein you could get into your body, right? And then now we're looking at there's carbs, there's protein, boom, both of those right there. I do cream and rice with a little bit of Zevia, and then I would do a whey protein shake in the bottle. I mean, a bowl of cream and rice, whey protein shake, fast acting protein immediately hits your body and absorbs. Fast acting carbs immediately hits your body and absorbs. I mean, we can even go down to a dextrose. Immediate absorption is going to be the best gains for a post-workout meal. But if you want to be a little lackadaisical about it, you could do like a burger. That's a good one. Burger with fries. That's a good one. There's salt. There's salt in it, carbs, fat, protein. It hits every mark of macronutrients that you're going to need. All of them.
You got to make sure you're getting enough protein.
Yeah.
So if you're just having a single burger or you're having just one double burger, well, think about it. Especially if you go to In-N-Out, those little patties ain't shit.
No,
So you might need to fucking put together a 4x4 but obviously you don't be smacking all that cheese and shit on it. Just keep it lean, keep it like a fairly decent burger, and doesn't mean you need French fries and everything else attached to it. Just get yourself a burger, and and then have like a carb drink with you as well, so you get them extra carbs.
Yeah.
But
you didn't have some whey protein.
I have no problem with people having In-N-Out, especially if it's off season.
Yeah.
Once, twice a week, that's perfectly acceptable and fine.
Yeah.
And I feel like it recovers me too, man. It's like, because that's probably going to be the biggest, most fat I get in a meal ever. Like, is going to be my burger days, my 2 burger days that I might get, right? So my body just shut all that shit right into the fucking, right into the muscle. Yep. Exactly.
Cool, man. All right, so we pretty much hit everything on the head. How to grow efficiently in a year. It's your recovery. It's your nutrition. It's not just constantly in a surplus of calories. We're talking dulling your insulin sensitivity, so going through bulk, little cut, keeping yourself within that healthy range with body fat, so you're not just constantly staying fat. Because remember, guys, even Fielder said it, he'll bulk for a long amount of time, and then over time he's just getting fat and he's barely gaining any muscle. You guys got to go through these phases of loading calories, deloading calories, loading, just like you got to go through phases of loading weight and deloading weight for your muscles. It's all a yin and yang, guys. It's all a yin and yang. All right.
We didn't really go into the sleep study
that's
much as we should have. So
Yeah.
right off the get-go, I would say, well, you have one currently. I'm in the works of getting one. But like, I would say for anybody who's thinking about it, I always had the perception that only I'm not trying to trigger anybody. Fat asses would have it who had excessive snoring problems. That's the impression I always had. It just became popularized for bodybuilding, I think, within the last couple of years. I'm sure bodybuilders used it before, but it's getting to be like every bodybuilder is getting one now, and it's because it fucking works.
Yeah,
and,
I have one, guys, and if it weren't for that shit, I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't fucking sleep. I'd go insane. Fielder has it too, and he's about to get his shit underway, and it's going to help him sleep too. I'll be talking to somebody, and she will be sleeping over, and she will tell me, we have been laying here for about 10 minutes, and you've woken up and went back to bed like 10 times. That means every minute I'm passing out, waking back up, because I'm cutting oxygen off to my brain, and then my body wakes up, and then I fall back into sleep, and then I'm cutting oxygen to my brain, and then I'm waking up. So, yeah, dude, that goes into fucking healing right there. If you got sleep apnea and you're snoring, get a sleep study and get yourself a CPAP. It saved my life, guys. It saved my fucking life. Like, my quality of life has skyrocketed ever since I started using it.
I have heard that it helps. It's not just hearsay, but I have definitely seen studies and heard from multiple people that it helps your morning blood pressure because you're getting actual oxygen in and out. Your heart is having a chance to kind of relax and not think about it like this, right? If you plug a car exhaust up with a potato, it's going to be like working extra hard. It's going to cause that engine to work up extra hard, right? Same thing for your heart, right? If you close your airway, what's having to work harder to pump blood and oxygen all throughout your body?
That's
Your
hard.
heart. So
Yeah.
think about it. The time of recovery, which is the most crucial element, your heart is working in overdrive more than when you were awake because it's not getting decent airflow going down.
Right.
So
Oh,
if you're able to force some fucking air in there,
yeah.
God, you guys are going to recover so much better. I am so fucking excited to finish the process. I have this Thursday, I'm having my meeting with Sonoran Sleep Center. I already have the machine. I have everything ready to go. I just need it calibrated so it doesn't like have a weird cycle of pumping or
Right.
whatever.
Oh, they'll do a sleep study on you, and then they'll calibrate it to how much oxygen your body is needed. I was at 40% oxygen, which is like brain dead
Oof.
type shit. So, like when I say, guys, that it saved my life, I'm not bullshitting you. It actually saved my life. So, yeah, bro. Thank you for bringing that up. But we're gonna have to wrap up this episode because we're approaching 45 minutes. Damn, that went quick, bro.
Yeah.
That shit creeped up.
Solid fucking episode. I
Dude,
enjoy
this is one of the best
these
episodes
topics are
so far.
legit.
Yeah, they were. All right, so guys, we're gonna conclude this. Something that I want to shine light on before I always have an outro. Um, the outro today is the effects of music with your workout.
Oof.
Make sure that you guys get a list of music that's on your phone and set it up and hit play once you put those headphones on and make them because everybody loves shit different. Me and I know Fielder's seen this in person. If the music in the gym, because we don't wear headphones because we like to chat, but if the music going on in the gym isn't jiveful, I'm not in the game 100%. I mean, we're saying 80, 90. As soon as Lamb of God is thrown on, I mean, he's seen it. As
I
soon
have.
as my music is thrown on, I like grow the horns. My back gets all fucking, the wings spread out from behind me and fucking flare fucking
I've
fire everywhere.
I've literally seen you go from kind of like in a funky mood where you're just not in it. Maybe you had a previous bad night before, or whatever the case may be, to in it just not being engaged in the workout, not really trying to go heavy within that first few the first couple exercises, and then all of a sudden you hear that song and it's like a flip is switch. I've actually never seen it so drastic in a human before. In any of my in any of my workout partners that I've ever had in my entire life, that is freaking awesome. And that just goes to show you how certain things can influence you to bring out your best. And I do believe if you are lifting by yourself specifically, and you're not listening to music, you're missing out on a whole lot of energy. I'm telling you,
Oh
that
yeah,
energy just goes. And it's like, don't, unless you're like Tom Platz, right? And you're just like hearing the jingle bells of the fucking weights hitting, clanking together, which is that's a little old school, right? But
I mean, whatever floats your boat, whatever gets that fucking boat floating for you, right? I'll tell you what gets my boat afloat is some heavy ass Lamb of God in my damn ears,
yeah,
screaming
yeah,
about some brutal ass shit. Anything heavy metal and death metal. If as soon as that breakdown hits, I'm hitting a PR. I'm hitting it. I mean, I will literally look at Fielder and I'll be like, "No, I'm hitting this shit," and then I'll put my headphones on and then I'll actually hit it because that music hits right and it puts me in that zone. You guys need to utilize that more often. All right, get a good list of music, set it up, and call it gym mode. Name your fucking playlist something cool, and it's your go-to your gym playlist.
and I think this actually kind of transitions a little bit into another really good topic. Your workout partner. You
Yes.
need to, yeah. If it shouldn't just be music. It should actually primarily be your workout partner who can see when you're kind of in some type of funk and is able to fucking tell you to, hey, you need to stop being a bitch. It's time to fucking put your big girl panties on and fucking do this shit. And it's if you don't have that someone holding you accountable like that, and that's why it's really important that you guys have very similar goals,
Yeah.
at least in terms of fitness. Because if you don't have that, you are probably only pushing out 75% of what you really can give.
Oh
You,
yeah.
re- you and that's being pretty damn generous. Because Because what you'll do is you load up the a leg press machine, right? And I'm looking at it like, man, I can't do that. I just know I can't do that. And you'll bust out like 26 reps with the band on top of that. And I'm like, I don't think that's the safest thing. And then you'll be like, nah, fucking do it. Like what the fuck? If I get 26 reps, you should be at least able to do 8. I'm like, all right,
And then you do
get
it.
on.
And then
Then
you
I get
get
under it. Then I get under it because I'm not gonna be a fucking bitch. As
and
like
I
that's
won't let him. I won't let him be a bitch, and that's why it's so important to have a gym goer that with you that is on the same page. It's got your back.
respect. That's how you keep fucking respect.
Yes.
That's how you keep for fucking respect is by fucking surprising. You should keep surprising your gym partners in what you're capable of,
Yeah, man.
basically.
And then it shows you what you're capable at the same time.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's all bodybuilding is progressive overload. Constantly moving forward, getting somewhere. These people that just come in and they're like, I'm just gonna hit the same fucking weight, the same reps that I did the past fucking 12 months. Where's the logic in that, my guys? Where's the logic in that? There is no logic. If it doesn't, all right. Here's the motto of today's episode. If it doesn't push you, why? Then why do it? If it isn't hard and it doesn't push you, why even do it? You're gonna get nothing out of it. You're looking for the easy way out. Yeah, catch yourself
Bitch,
in that shit.
bitches stay in their comfort zone. Bitches.
Yeah. Do you want to be a little bitch? Or do you want to get out of your comfort zone and get somewhere? The best results in life come from dramatic shit. The shit that you're going to remember is the shit that was different than the shit that you've been doing. It's super important. And this comes into motivation. Once motivation is gone, it's discipline. Once discipline is gone, it's consistency. As long as you're consistent, you can take one day off here and there, maybe 2. Get back into that groove. Stay consistent, people. Come on, stop dropping the ball. Your ego is what's really holding you back because you're afraid you're going to fail, and then you're like, and then you just quit before you even start. Well, here's the thing: if you don't even start, you're going to fail no matter what. Why don't you try and then fail? At least you tried. Fucking A. But what if you try and then succeed? Ladies and gentlemen, there's the answer to all your goddamn problems. Just do it. Guys, this is the end of our episode 5. This has been a fun one, man. Fielder, thanks for tuning in, brother. Till next week, man. I will see you tomorrow for chest, all right, bro?
Definitely, brother.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace and love, everybody.